It was in the early days of the Egyptian revolution in Tahrir Square when we found 24-year-old Gigi Ibrahim.
We will not give up.
She says she's here to change a regime her family has accepted for far too long.
My dad doesn't really get the importance of it to me. And my dad would warn me, like, Gigi, you're gonna get arrested, you're gonna get beaten, you're gonna get taken away. And that obviously, I knew that was a possibility, but I was willing to take the risk, but he didn't understand that.
Gigi's family is part of the Egyptian elite. She agreed to take us to meet them.
Okay, now we're in Heliopolis. This is a very upper middle class area where Mubarak lives actually. He lives like 5 minutes or 10 minutes away from me.
Gigi studied at the American University of Cairo and spent some years in California. We've come to see her aunt and sister.
أنا حزينة.
Why are you sad? Why are you sad?
عشان اللي بيحصل ده واللي حصل والحريقة والخراب والدنيا حرام والناس اللي بتموت والشباب اللي مات
and the people that died, the youth that
فكل ده أنا زعلانة أنا عندي 62 سنة
62 years. 62
زعلانة أول مرة أزعل بالطريقة دي أول مرة
أزعل. The first time she feels so deeply sad about the country.
All my friends, all my family, they've been calling me because I'm the elder sister to her. Gigi is probably gonna go tomorrow. What's gonna be happening to her? You have to be careful. Oh my God, don't let her go, don't let her go. I got like, what, 100 calls or something from my friends and family from all over.
She doesn't even like listen to me to explain,
no, Gigi, you never
to understand. I want to explain to you. I came to you many times to talk to you about what I'm doing, and I wanted to sit with you and talk with you and explain like what I do and what it means to me and everything. And you're like, well, okay, and that's not gonna make any difference.
People are resistant to change. People don't want to change that fast. People are scared. Okay, it's been enough what's been happening. He changed enough. Give the guy a chance.
اللي هي بيعملوه غلط يعني عاوزين نبقى زي امريكا زي قصدي العراق يخش علينا يعدونا نبقى كده مش ممكن احنا لازم يفضل قاعد لغايه ما يخلص اما المده بتاعته تخلص ويمشي الدنيا ويشوف.
My aunt now is intervening.
انتوا حبه عيال عاملين انتوا عملتوا ثوره وخربتوا البلد. طب
I'm not the Egyptian people.
بعدين انت مصريه يا جيجي كمان مش امريكيه مصريه بالظبط. انت لما تبقى ضد بلدك ضد ارضك.
انا مش ضد ارضي، انا مع ارضي، انا مع الوطن، انا مع الشعب، انا ضد السلطه اللي خربانه والاستبداد والطاغيه.
بس هقول لكم ايه احنا مش مجانين.
طيب I don't know why or how I was brought up this way in this family somehow. Maybe I was adopted. I don't know.
No, I don't think you were adopted. Okay,
maybe a DNA test. I mean, some people like myself and her have never seen another president. I mean, I've never seen another president. I've never seen another regime.
He's a father figure. He is a father figure to a lot of.
Attached to him,
yes, I do. That's why I cried yesterday for 2 hours. You don't understand.
Why did you cry?
When he was like speaking on TV, I felt like okay, like I saw him as my dad. I saw him as like a grandpa, whatever. You know, I saw him as someone that. When you see someone for 30 years and he's the president for 30 years, you get attached to him somehow.
If I had political freedom,
no.
If I had political
Gigi,
freedom and people don't get
Gigi.
arrested and tortured and they go to
Gigi,
who knows
you
God
live
where,
in an Arab world.
They wouldn't be
you never
so
know.
So part of her fear is actually out of Mubarak.
No, it's not because of that.
Out of the Mubarak regime.
You live in an Arab world.
I'm going to Tahrir now. I want to see what the situation is on the ground. I'm going to talk with my fellow activists there and see what the feel like there. Because
even here, far from Tahrir Square, there are tensions.
This guy is going to give us now some hassle, so just get ready for the hassle.
Hey, what's the problem? Nothing.
No problem.
It's my French. Yes. My French. Everything okay? No, you take a food.
لا
What's the problem?
ثانية واحدة بالراحة.
We are following her around. No.
أنا دلوقتي هما بيعملوا فيلم عني.
Visiting Egypt.
لا هي الحاجات المكسرة مفيش حاجات.
No. هجيب لك الشرطة العسكرية. هجيب لك الشرطة العسكرية. Let's go. ممنوع. Let's go. Tell the driver we're going. It's just not worth it because we're going to get stuck here. And it's just,
The whole movement is being undermined right now by people and by ignorance and by lack of political life in Egypt. I'm worried about it being turned around because I already see it happening in the streets with average citizens, with people like my family. We're not a strong movement in Egypt. I know this. I know we're not strong. We're not many. We're not in every community, and we're not in every place. Protests will never die out, but the momentum and the support for it, that might die out.
That same day, the pro-Mubarak supporters are trying to get into the square.
The swarms of pro-Mubarak supporters are trying to infiltrate Tahrir Square. Lots of rock throwing back and forth by Asfinil Bridge. This shit is going down. People have lost their tempers already, and it's getting really violent. And now I'm trying to get as close as I can without, like, obviously being hurt. These are anti-Mubarak supporters, anti-Mubarak protesters, I mean. It's literally being bloodshed on the streets. They're telling me to stay in because it gets violent and they're throwing rocks and it's getting really bad. This is like war. This is war. This is a battle zone. This is all for Mubarak to be out. That was one of the thugs, infiltrators that got caught, and they beat the shit out of him. I'm not for beating those people because obviously any violence is wrong, but definitely this is escalating to a point of no return.
As Gigi films the violence, she gets a phone call.
That was actually my sister asking me where I am. And I told her I'm in Tahrir, but I told her I'm away from the battle zone because she would obviously be so freaked out.
The protests enter the second week. The protesters return. Tahrir Square is full once again.
People are still coming in strong numbers. Concerning all the violence and everything that happened is just unbelievable.
It turns out we are no longer the only ones filming Gigi.
You think you're witnessing the dominoes falling?
Absolutely. Tunisia happened, and people believe again.
With thousands following her on Twitter, she's becoming something of a celebrity.
And so your message for the young people of Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Jordan?
Follow the news. Be aware of what's going around you in the world, in the region.
When was this message sent?
This was, I think, 2 days.
And a pundit on TV.
Gigi Ibrahim, you were in the square. What was your reaction? What was the reaction of people around you?
Truly, this has been a people's revolution. Millions of people from all walks of life on the street.
She's becoming a face of the revolution.
This is weird. Okay.
Now, Elle magazine wants a picture.
I look so tired.
And she'll even end up on the cover of Time magazine. By the third week, the protests continue to grow. There are now hundreds of thousands in the square.
I can't believe this. This is a historical moment in the revolution. My sister is here, and that says a lot. That's a revolution by itself. It means that Mubarak is this close of like stepping down. You know, it's this close. When my sister is in the square, that means something great is happening. So I want to give her the Tahrir Liberation Square tour. I mean, it's good, but Egyptians gather for anything. I mean, if you were here earlier when people were like dying and fighting, it was like a war zone here, people were being shot at, I think you would feel different. Now it's like a walk in
I'm telling them, you didn't believe me. I told you this day was coming. You didn't believe me, and now they're here. I feel so like vindicated. Amazing.
The next day, the word protesters have been waiting for. President Mubarak resigns.
I waited for this day for a long time, and it happened. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's celebrating for the first time. They're celebrating freedom. The revolution has succeeded. I'm in shock. The first person who calls me my sister. I didn't hear anything. I was screaming and I was crying and I couldn't hear anything. It's awesome. I don't want this moment to end. Like, I don't want it to be over. I mean, it will continue, obviously, but just this moment of victory is so sweet.